What's going on, guys? Eddie of Fliptroniks. I'm going to be going over 5 Robinhood app tips for beginners on the iPhone 12. Okay, so I've been using Robinhood for a really long time. It's been like 8 years, I would say, and when I got started with this app, I think I probably put in a couple $100. You can see I've grown my account to where it is today, which is like right around 60,000. So it's been pretty good for me. But, I definitely recommend everybody check Robinhood out, with any iPhone you're currently using, not just the 12. So, as I'm going over some tips for using it, I'll have some bonus money and resource links in both the description and comments of this video. Okay, so I wanted to pull it up a little bit closer here, on the desktop, but for the year, I'm actually up like 50%, which is pretty outstanding. I'm really happy about that. Anything over, I feel like 10% is good, but I've bought a couple stocks on here that have really helped me make some money. And the first tip I want to just say here is get started. Even if you're starting with like 5, 10, 20, 50, $100, create your account, connect it to your checking account, just get started. That's usually the hardest part. Once you have it, your account set up, you're then going to want to start looking at different stocks. Now, the cool thing about using Robinhood is that you can research things. You can research everything on here. So, you could pull up, earnings reports. You could pull up price histories. There's also communities that you can check out online if you just research any of the stocks on here, in basically any sector. So, researching is always a big thing. So, you want to be doing that. And there are some cool things on here. They also have analyst ratings that you can check out on Robinhood as well. But yeah, so I'm going to actually pull up a couple stocks on here that I own that I've actually done pretty well on. The first one here is going to be Pinterest. So I bought this like 3 months ago. I researched it and, I got in at like $20 and I was able to, make like 180% on what I have right now on that. And it was because I researched it. And then when you buy a stock too, the next tip here is to start thinking maybe a little bit more long term. Now, when you make like a percent, maybe it's like 20%, 50% or 100% like you saw there on Pinterest, you might be thinking to yourself like, ooh, I'm going to sell it right away and make that money. But if you think the stock can go higher, you want to hold it for longer. So definitely think long term. And of course, you're going to want to also have some patience. So that's the next tip. So have patience, think long term, research, get started. And obviously the last point here, and this is a tough one because you never really know when you're going to do it, but you have to at some point be ready to sell whatever stock you own, For me, I bought a stock right here, British Tobacco, which is a company that's been around for a long time. They're a tobacco company, but lately I've been thinking about selling it because I'm down like $1,000 on it. But, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it yet, but it's definitely been something I've been thinking about. So, if you're losing money on something, it's okay to cut losses every once in a while. So, just be ready to sell, that particular stock, at some point, you know what I mean? And then of course, Bank of America, just kind of pulling this one up here too, because, lately I've been thinking about selling it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but yeah. But, honestly, though, the biggest thing is just to get started, guys. Like I said, I started with a couple $100 and, over the course of, 7 or 8 years now, I've been able to really grow my account and it's been fun, It's fun to see your money grow, logging into these, this app on your phone. It's just an awesome thing. Okay, anyways, if you guys could smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.